Welcome back to Crypto Hustle 101. It's been a while since I posted the video. I took some time to test some TA theories, and now I'm ready to share what I've come up with you guys. In this video, I'm going to go over a new method to quickly scale your charts and draw more accurate Fib channels. For this example, we're going to use BTC USD on a 3-minute time scale. First thing I'm going to have to do is go in my settings and unlock my screen. Right now I have it fixed. Like this box right here, lock price to bar ratio. Unlock that. And now when I go like this, my screen time and price move individually instead of together. Right? So let's go ahead and go to this tool over here, which is the date and price range tool. Click it. And we're going to use a nice clean impulse move up. I'm going to use this one right here. Come up to here where that impulse move ends. Then we're going to go to circle tool, which is over here. Now we're going to go from this corner of this box and just bring that circle over to here. Lock that in. All right, so now you see when you scroll your mouse up or down, this moves. If you go to the side for price, it moves this way. What we want to do is we want to scale it to where the circle meets that middle line right there. All right, once you do that, go back into your settings and lock that ratio in. Close it out. Now we're locked in. All right, so we can go ahead and hide that if you want. All right, now, what you're trying to do when you're scaling your chart is you're trying to make it to where time and price are as equal as possible. Because once you do that, other techniques open up that you're able to use. Like, let's go ahead and go to that same circle tool, and we're going to use that same impulse wave, and it's going to give us an idea of what's happening with price. All right, let's go ahead and make that white so it's easier to see. All right. So now what happens is you see right here at the top of this circle, if you go over, you're seeing a natural resistance. When price started to move up, it found resistance right there at the top of this circle. If you go to the side of the circle, at this point, time and price are equal, so price starts to move up. Now to better frame this impulse move, let's go ahead and put a square around it. Or a box rather, it's not actually a square. You can go over here, and what I've done is I've modified the GAN box tool. Well, let's go ahead and draw it up, and I'll show you what I mean. Go from here to here. You can go inside your settings. And I made it to where I got a square. All right, so now there's a box around this. Inside of this box is a lot of information for how this is going to play out as it moves through price discovery. The next thing you can do is you can make a trend line going starting at the bottom of that impulse move. Go to trend line tool. And all you want to do is start at the bottom and make it to where you're at the edge of the circle and at the end of that impulse move, like so. Let's make it a little solid so it's easier to see. Let's change it to yellow. Now, just based off of the information in this impulse move, you now have a trend line that price is respecting as it comes down. It tries to make a decision at this trend line, finding support here before coming back through. But if I extend this out further, let's extend it right. You can see that as it comes back up, it hits that trend line. Nope, rejected before coming back in sideways action. Now, if we look at the actual angle of that, we can do the same thing and go in the opposite direction. That's 32 degrees. So all we'll do is take another trend line, start at the top, and go the exact same degrees but in the other direction. Let's go ahead and make that, unextend that. Go ahead and close. And let's make it 32. Make this say 32 degrees. All right. So now going in the opposite direction, we have a trend line that price is respecting, going all the way down, 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 down. Before breaking up, it came back down and W'd out on that same trend line before trying to head back up. So as you can see, based off the information we got from this impulse move right here, we're able to get trend lines that prices respect going both directions. Let's do the same thing again with the last downtrend before price started to go up in Bitcoin. Let's take our GAN box tool, make a box around the last impulse move down. And we're going to do the exact same thing we did before. Let's go ahead and draw a circle. Make another trend line. Line it up like so. Okay, right now, based off of this impulse move down, we made a circle. And as you can see, once it got to the edge of that circle, Bitcoin started to push higher at that point. Saw a little bit of resistance right here at the top of the circle before busting through. All right, this angle is 30 degrees going this way. Let's make another 30-degree angle going the opposite direction. All right, so boom. Now you can see that this angle, this 30-degree angle going the opposite direction based off this impulse move right here gives us a perfect place where price is finding support right before it decides to go to the upside. Now, the important thing I hope you guys are understanding is that this trend line that price respected before it decided to go to the upside can be drawn about 10 hours. Like, let's see, it actually takes off at 12:42 on the first. We could have drawn that down here at 1 a.m. on the first, but we're going to say, let's just say we didn't catch it till the price got to here. So we're talking about 7 hours of advance warning that price action is going to get interesting once it meets this trend line that we have drawn before price actually gets there. Now we're going to take those same trend lines that price is having a strong reaction to, and we're going to use those to make our fib channels. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to our fib channel tool over here. And we're going to start at the end of the impulse move down. Draw up. Line it up with that trend line. And come back to the other corner and try to get it lined up with the box. All right, let's zoom in a little bit. So as you can see, I made a channel here with a 50% line down the middle. With that, you can see that price is using this as a midway point. With this being the bottom, this being the top of the channel, and this the midway point, price is actually respecting all 3 points of this channel. It's respecting here as support, respecting here in the middle as it goes through price discovery, before finally breaking through, come back down, checking it, bouncing, and coming back in, then going back up. And if you want to see further evidence of that, we can go ahead and just clone this same channel and go up. We're going to clone it and stack it on top of the other one and see what we can find. More support and resistance at the midway point of this channel. Let's go ahead and do it again. See what happens. More support at the middle, even resistance at the top. Let's do one more. Actually, let's go ahead and move this out of the way so we don't get confused. Unextend right. And let's clone one more time. And what that channel does is give us the perfect top where Bitcoin decided to pull back and go into ranging mode. But all these channels, keeping it really simple, came from this one impulse move down, drawing a box around it, and taking that information to get the top right here. Now, how you would do that in channels, all you would do is, let's go ahead and we can hide them, I guess. Take that same method and we'll just go into the settings. Change to the default settings. For some reason now the default setting has these really thick lines. I don't like them. You have to go in here and change them back to the thin ones. All right. Now, it's a little more information in this than the simpler channels, but that's up to you what you want to use. All right, so now we have the actual fib channel on here. And as you can see, price is still respecting it. It gives you more lines to go off as opposed to the other method. Like as you can see here, it comes up, perfect resistance, back to here, and W's off of this line, comes back up, finds support. Now it gets a little choppy up here, but if we go ahead and make a channel the other way, we can probably find some things that help us make trades in the other direction. So we'll take this, all right, let's zoom in so you can see it all. We'll go ahead and use the same method on this downtrend line right here. Take Fib channel tool. Come here to the start of the downtrend. Line the edge up with that 30%, with that 30 degree angle. Line it up with that 30 degree angle. Come back. Kind of hard to see, but all right, now as you can see, it's going in the wrong direction. So what you want to do is do it again and start from that same angle. Line the box up. Go in the opposite direction. All right, now what we got. So now what we have, perfect resistance based off of this trend line down, comes up, stops right there. All right, that's going to be it for this video. Again, sorry for the wait, but I had to sharpen my skills to ensure I can keep providing quality content for you guys. So once I go over the concepts I want to introduce, I can start going live and provide more frequent videos for you guys. Hope you got something from this. See you guys next time.